Hi everyone, it's Lisa Hale with Grace Arbor. Just checking in to see how you're doing. I know things have been really challenging, especially now that we have extended our days as far as closing. Hang in there. You guys are doing great. It's been fantastic to see all of the Facebook posts that you have shared with us on our Facebook page. We love seeing your photos, we love seeing your videos and seeing how you're doing. And I know everyone at Grace Arbor, all of our folks, it's really encouraging, inspiring to see those familiar faces, to hear those familiar voices. So please continue to do that. It is encouraging for all of us, and we need to continue to lift each other up right now in the midst of us trying to stay home and stay safe. During this time also, I want to continue to encourage you to stick with a schedule with your family. Continue to get them up and ready for the day as if they were coming to Grace Arbor. I know it's very challenging and it's very easy to try to let that kind of go to the side a little bit and delay them getting up in the morning and getting ready for the day, but that is something that will become more challenging for you once we reopen. So please continue to get them up and get them ready for the day and get them started. This will benefit you greatly at the end of the day, especially when sundowning starts, and also to help them sleep better in the evening as well, because they have been active and engaging in different things throughout the day. You want them to have a good tired and know that they have been very productive. So with that, once you get them up and ready for the day, find some music. A great way to start your morning is some great hymns, just like we do at Grace Arbor. They love going through those books and pulling out different songs. Go through a playlist that you might have on your phone, or whatever type of medium that you're using. I have a wonderful speaker that I like to connect with and play our music each and every day here at home, and it's something that I can take anywhere around where our Wi-Fi connects. So that is something that hopefully will encourage you to seek out different songs and create a playlist for you and your family to enjoy in the morning. And then what better way to finish that than to go right into a devotion for the day together. We, like I said before, have links on our Facebook page with our church that has different devotions and plus our worship services. But also there are different ways you can do that, as well as you can do books on tape. Then you can have Bible apps, different devotions like that. Maybe you even have a book like I have right here. This is one that was gifted to us by Pastor Adam, and it's Live in Grace and Walk in Love. I so love this devotion book. I encourage you to go get one if you don't have one. Well, excuse me, order it online. Don't go out and get it. But I wanted to share one of these devotions with you today, because this was one that I had earmarked a long time ago. I believe it was back in January, and I thought it was so fitting because to me it made me think about Grace Arbor and how we are so present with each other. We come to be fully present, not just with God, but with each other. And so this is a time where any to-do lists and anything else just falls at the wayside, and the only thing that matters is the person in front of you and beside you and behind you. And what greater opportunity right now is to experience what we experience at Grace Arbor with your family. And this is just a time of time out for all of us, and so all of our things that we busy ourselves with now have been put on hold, and so we can immerse ourselves and get to know each other all over again with the people that we love the most that are in our home, our family. And those are precious times that we have with one another, and I pray that you draw closer with each other and have some wonderful moments that you can treasure for years to come. So with this, let me just share with you the devotion that is, we can't be new creations if everything stays the same. Luke 10:41 through 42. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. Ask a few folks how they are doing today, and I guarantee you at least one will raise their eyebrows and say busy. Whether it's a mom juggling soccer practices and gymnastics, or a college student keeping up with classes and running for student government, or the person working at Arby's slicing the roast beef, everyone has their head down and their plate full of activity. It's not surprising that we often find our identity in the things we accomplish. We let responsibilities and activities in our lives build layer by layer on top of us until we finally break underneath them. A lot of beauty gets buried in that hustle. What most of us long for more than anything else is a community where we can simply be known and loved. We want to be seen for who we actually are, not what we do or the person we appear to be. And we want to see others in the vulnerability too. This is the deepest need we all feel, and it's the easiest to meet in one another when we choose to make ourselves available. If your schedule robs you of the joy of simply being fully present with the people you love, then it's time to quit a couple of things. We can't be new creations if everything stays the same. Don't feel stuck in all your activities. Bail on the few that are robbing you of your ability to be present with the people you love the most. Friendship and hospitality are central to our new identity, and we can't welcome people into our lives if we're too busy to be available to them. Quit something today. A job, a habit, a hobby, or sport that is stealing you away from the ones you love the most. You've been given not only the permission by God to prioritize people over projects, but the agency to do something about it. So what activities are getting in the way of you experiencing deeper love? I thought that was so fitting, knowing that right now we're all in that moment of pause, of time out, so that we may be fully present with one another. And may God bless you by that. Wow, that's just wonderful. Just a great way to start your day, isn't it? So with that, I want you to know, have a wonderful devotion together, just like that one, and know that God has something in store for each and every one of us today. And we don't know what that is until we ask for it and wait to hear what He has to say. So in that moment, have that wonderful time in devotion and just be blessed by that. And then later in that day, maybe go through a moment of exercise. Some of you may be able to take a walk. Some of you may be able to go out in your backyard, whatever that looks like. And for others that are inside, or even if you're outside on your porch, get into a chair, find a safe place to sit, and maybe in your pantry or somewhere in your house, find a light, soft weight item. For example, I pulled out of our pantry a bag of coffee beans, and it's a 1 pound bag. So this is soft. It won't hurt if I drop it on my foot or on someone else's. But it's the 1 pound. We use 1 pound beanbag weights at Grace Arbor, and if you can get just one will work. If you can get two, great. But what you want to do with that is have them put it in their right hand, and then have them extended up over their head. Stretch that arm out really good, and then bring it right back down. Stretch it back over their head, and bring it right back down. And then do 20 of those. Once you're done doing 20 of those, have them lay that bag in their lap, and then let them shake that hand out really good. And another important thing to do after that is to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. They need to do that several times in between different types of exercises that you're asking them to do. You can then ask them to put their bag in their left hand, or whatever it is that you pulled out. I'd be kind of curious to hear what everybody found. And again, extend it over your head, get a good stretch, and bring it right back down. And do 20 of those. You can create different ways to stretch your arms out and do more exercises with that. Another one is you can have them hold it with both hands, and they can extend it out in front of them, and then lift it up over their head and bring it right back down in front of them. They can do 20 of those as well. Continue to do different kind of stretches with that. You can just get as creative as you like. We can also plug into our fun little video that Kim and I put together just to kind of inspire and get everybody laughing. We have a little exercise video for you to enjoy, so go to our Facebook page and check that out. Also, go ahead and when you're done with all your arm exercises, have them lay that on their knee, and with their knee they can just lift their knee up off the ground and then put it back down and lift up that knee. They can do that 20 times on the right knee, and then have them do it 20 times on the left knee, and just continue to do different stretches. Get creative with it. There are so many fun things out there you can do. Have fun when you are exercising, and make sure there's plenty of laughter and silliness involved, and they will forget that they're exercising. Who knows? Anyway, so find something that is safe for them to use. Also, don't forget, keep everybody hydrated, drink lots of water. We don't want emergency situations because of dehydration. So everybody, please keep that water up. As far as activities for your loved ones, I know y'all have been posting some great ideas, and I just really thank you so much for all that you have been sharing on there about what you are doing. I've been posting some great pictures that y'all have sent me of coloring and sorting and different things like that. I have a few things over here on the table that I wanted to share with you, and just some neat ideas. Don't go out and buy anything right now. Stay home, stay safe. But if you have anything at home, like coloring like this, you can just pull that out and just have a therapeutic time coloring together, or let them do it independently, whatever works best in your household. If you don't have anything like this, then just print something off your printer. Maybe you can just freehand something. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be fun, and it has to be just engaging. So find something, get crayons, get markers, colored pencils, whatever works. Please make sure you're using bright colors. Do not do same colors on same colors, because they're not going to be able to see that. So be very careful with your choices in that regard. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh my goodness, yes, puzzles. I love puzzles. These are big puzzles too. I love this. I don't have this one open. These are 24 pieces, so they're large pieces, but notice that this one has bright colors, and that's something that they can see very easily. So I encourage you to get big piece puzzles, and if you don't have that, that's fine. Also know that online, if some of them are accustomed to doing games online, there are puzzles you can also put together online as well. Those are a lot of fun. Some other things are these little dab markers are fantastic. I have a sketch pad over here, and a sketch pad, you can just let them use watercolors, markers, paints, whatever you have on hand is great. Again, just make sure they're things that are brightly colored that they can see and they can easily use. I love these because you can use these for bingo. You can have picture bingo, you can have word bingo, you can have trivia bingo. You can go online, you can go to Pinterest and search for different themes, or just text me, reach out to me, and I will give you plenty of examples and samples of different bingo games and trivia games for you to play. There are just so many out there right now that are easily accessible for you to get and be able to do at home. But a sketch pad or any kind of printer paper or anything like that, if they get these little dab markers, they're safe, they don't make a big mess. They can just create anything on here that they want, or just play a game with those. So there's some that have a package of all kinds of colors, and I love these. But again, if you don't have it, don't rush out to go get it. We want you to stay home and stay safe. These are things that you might have at home on hand, and but there are things online that you can access and get creative with. And I'd love to hear about the ones that you have come up with on your own, because it does help other families out there if they have limited resources on what they can do. So please post that on our Facebook page. Another fun thing, which I love, is Play-Doh. And I picked one that is a very bright color because they can see it, and it is fun to play with. They can do anything they want with that, and it's also good for their hand muscles, their large motor skills. So let them use that. Guess what they use with these hands if they're using canes and walkers? It's great practice, and it's a sneaky way to get a little hand exercise in there as well. Don't tell anybody. What else do we have? All kinds of little window sun catchers and fun things like that I found. And they can paint these, they can color these with markers, and do all kinds of fun things. I'm sorry, but my daughter's cat just crawled up. Let's see. We also have little wooden projects. If you have wooden projects that you can cut yourself, that some of you have little woodworking shops in your garages or workshops, cut those things out, different shapes. Make this one right here, it looks like it's a little pirate ship. Let them put it together, or you can put it together for them and let them paint it. The end result doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be fun. There are fun games that you can also order online, or if you already have. This is a color smash game, which is a lot of fun because it's bright colors, and it's a good cognitive game for them to, and visual game for them to reach out and try to challenge themselves with some things that are visual for them as far as bright colors are concerned. And again, reminiscing, different things that you can talk about. Talk about recipes if they love to be in the kitchen or have in the past. I just got our wonderful magazine in the mail, and great things from nature to cooking to decorating to outdoor activities. It's a great tool to use just to keep them very engaged in what they're doing. Some of them love these word searches and different types of games like this, crosswords and other things. If they are doing these and they love those and you don't have them on hand, you can find them for free online, and you can print those and let them fill those out as well. So know that there are so many resources for you to utilize online. I've also had oh, hold on. I have a hula hoop, so I don't know how many of you have a hula hoop, but these are a lot of fun to get silly with. And I like this one because it's a bright color, so it's easy to see. You can put that in your yard, and if you have bean bags or anything like that, or it's just something creative on hand, you can play a game where they got to try to throw and get it inside the hula hoop laying flat on the ground. So it's kind of a target game. Play horseshoe, come up with some different ideas, look online. Again, keep checking out our Facebook page too for what other people have been doing outside. Maybe take a walk. That's a great afternoon activity, and that's another way to get some great exercise in as well. Just keep them up with a routine. Some of them think they're going to work when they're going to Grace Arbor, so just tell them this is stuff that they need to do for work, that they need to bring back when it's time to reopen, and just whatever creative ways you can get to get them to stay off the TV. That's something that we want to make sure that we're encouraging you to do, is to keep them away from the TV as much as possible. If that's something that they really do enjoy, then put some healthy boundaries with that and put it on the schedule of just a certain slotted time where they have TV time, and get to have those enjoyments with that as well. But if you can create any kind of fun bowling game or bingo game, or any kind of activity to get them outside or doing some things inside, that will definitely help throughout their day. So I really do hope that some of the things that I've shared with you on this video have been helpful, and give you some ideas of ways to get them constantly engaged and moving. So good luck with everything. Please stay in touch with us. We will keep you updated with as information comes in about the date that we hope to reopen. So in the meantime, please stay home and get creative and get to know each other all over again, and have some wonderful memories together. And of course, post it on our Facebook page. We really do want to know how you're doing. Look forward to the conversations as we reach out and call everyone and see how you're doing. So again, hang tight and look forward to talking with you again real soon. Bye.